Health benefits of tomatoes, how to consume, and recipes. Antioxidants found in tomatoes are said to lower the risk of diabetes, cancer, heart disease, and other diseases. It is difficult to find a kitchen without these edible berries because they are used so frequently in different cuisines. They are indigenous to South and Central America and are known by the scientific name Solanum lycopersicum. Numerous locations around the world with temperate conditions cultivate a vast variety of tomatoes. Plum tomatoes, tomberries, cherry tomatoes, beefsteak tomatoes, and grape tomatoes are a few of the most well-liked varieties. They can be cultivated in a variety of colors, such as purple, white, brown, and orange, as well as red, yellow, black, and pink. Red is, of course, the most popular color in the world. The tomato is regarded as a functional food since it offers benefits beyond only being a source of nutrients. Do you have any idea why it is so useful? Well, it is the all-powerful antioxidant lycopene, which supports greater health in numerous ways. One unexpected truth is that due to this vegetable's sparkling appearance, Europeans formerly believed it to be deadly. It has been claimed that the Aztecs were the ones who used tomatoes in cooking originally. With the passage of time, its cultivation spread into Asia, with India and China currently producing the most tomatoes. Tomatoes are thought to be the best food for people who want to lose weight and maintain blood pressure regulation. They also aid in the treatment of diabetes and eyesight impairment. Above tomatoes are especially helpful during pregnancy. To discover more of these advantages of tomatoes, keep reading. Benefits of tomatoes for health. 1. They reduce cancer risk. The fruit's anti-cancer qualities may be due to the lycopene in tomatoes, according to the American Institute for Cancer Research. 1. The carotenoid family of antioxidants includes lycopene. Free radicals that are produced in our bodies for a variety of reasons can be neutralized by its strong antioxidant qualities. Even in vitro research demonstrates that tomato-derived compounds have stopped the growth of certain cancer cell types. More importantly, consuming tomatoes in a processed form, such as sauce, juice, or paste, can increase their capacity to fight cancer. By doing this, the body is able to absorb the tomato's natural chemicals more quickly. Additionally, tomatoes that have been processed have increased lycopene levels. Additionally, a study has demonstrated tomatoes' effectiveness in avoiding prostate cancer. 1. However, we are unsure if taking lycopene pills will have the same result. 3. Even tomatoes that have been cooked can improve health, not just those that have been processed. Tomatoes are an excellent option for preventing breast cancer due to their high antioxidant content. 4. Adult cancer patients who took part in the studies displayed symptoms of cancer remission after taking lycopene supplements. Additionally, a decreased incidence of lung, colon, oral, and cervical cancer has been associated to higher lycopene intake. Before being activated by a chemical reaction and attaching to the body's blood supply, cancer cells can lie dormant for years. This connecting pathway was discovered to be disrupted by lycopene, blocking the keeping cancer cells from proliferating. 5. A powerful substance in tomatoes called adiponectin is another factor in their ability to combat cancer. 2. Tomatoes lower blood pressure and protect. Tomato lycopene has also been demonstrated to lower blood pressure. 6. Additionally, tomatoes are high in potassium, a mineral that is known to decrease blood pressure. 7. This is due to potassium's ability to counteract sodium's effects. In fact, you lose more salt through urine the more potassium you take. In addition, potassium releases tension in blood vessel walls, which further lowers blood pressure. The average adult should consume 4,700 milligrams of potassium daily, according to the American Heart Association. However, excessive potassium intake should be avoided as it may cause kidney stones. An Israeli study found that short-term use of tomato extract can reduce blood patients' pressure. 8. Additionally, lycopene is known to enhance blood vessel health generally, which can lower blood pressure. 9. Lycopene can assist lower high blood pressure levels, but it has no effect on normal blood pressure levels, according to additional studies. Lycopene supplements may be effective for lowering blood pressure, according to studies. Additionally, tomatoes contain a lot of vitamin C, which has been shown to lower blood pressure. 10. Your tomatoes can be kept at room temperature if they haven't fully matured. They can be stored in the refrigerator for up to 3 days after they are mature. Additionally, you can keep them fresh by freezing or canning them. 11. However, fresh tomatoes in their natural state are the finest choice. The best blood pressure lowering effects are those that are potassium rich. 12. 3. Tomatoes help you lose weight. Tomato juice can considerably lower body weight, body fat, and waist circumference, according to a Chinese study. 13. Additionally, it can lower cholesterol levels, which may help prevent weight gain. Tomatoes are a fantastic source of antioxidants, as well as being high in fiber and low in calories. As a result, they encourage satiety and even lower calorie intake, aiding in weight loss. 4. Tomatoes promote healthy skin and hair. The majority of beauty treatments contain tomatoes as a key component. They support the treatment of acne, big pores, sunburn, and dull skin. Lycopene in particular is one of the antioxidants in tomatoes that fights cellular damage and skin irritation. Tomatoes also work wonderfully well as an astringent and improve facial texture. They remove excess oils from your skin and keep your face fresh for longer. All you need to do is mix the juices of fresh tomatoes and cucumber. Using a cotton ball, apply the juice to your face regularly. Consuming tomatoes can shield the skin from the damaging effects of sun exposure, according to studies. 14. Other studies have discovered that women who consumed tomato paste had skin that was better able to defend itself against UV rays. According to a Boston study, antioxidants like lycopene significantly improve the health of the skin. 15. Lycopene is one of the few antioxidants with exceptional photoprotective effects, according to one investigation. 16. Tomatoes include vitamin C, which can also strengthen hair. 5. Tomatoes are safe to eat while pregnant. One of the nutrients that every pregnant woman needs to keep both her and her unborn child healthy is vitamin C. It promotes the growth of strong bones, teeth, and gums. Additionally, this vitamin helps the body properly absorb iron, another essential component during pregnancy. Even though it's advised to take iron supplements when pregnant, eating tomatoes has some advantages. Tomatoes' lycopene provides defense against cellular harm. Although it is still unclear whether lycopene supplements are healthy for expectant mothers, the antioxidant from natural sources is still quite safe for the women who require it. Tomatoes might increase the bioavailability of iron in your diet. 17. Additionally, the vitamin C in tomatoes helps protect both the mother and the unborn child, according to the Centers for Disease Control and Prevention. 18. 6. Tomatoes improve heart health and lower cholesterol. Once more, it's lycopene. For a few weeks, routinely consuming lycopene-rich tomatoes can reduce your LDL cholesterol, the bad cholesterol, by as much as 10%. More specifically, you must consume at least 25 milligrams of lycopene daily. This resembles about a cup's worth of tomato sauce. Additionally, 21.8 milligrams of lycopene is present in 100 grams of tomato puree. According to studies, those who consume fresh tomatoes or tomato juice can reduce their bad cholesterol levels while raising their good cholesterol levels. 19. Another Mexican study found that eating 14 servings of raw tomatoes per week for a month could lower cholesterol levels in obese women. 20. In one Harvard Medical School paper, tomatoes are included as one of the essential foods for reducing cholesterol. 21. And according to yet another study, In people with high cholesterol levels, daily lycopene consumption can have similar results to statins, any class of medications used to lower cholesterol. 22. Beta-carotene, folate, and flavonoids are all abundant in tomatoes and are all good for cardiovascular health. The minerals in tomatoes also assist in lowering homocysteine and platelet aggregation, two conditions that can have detrimental consequences on cardiovascular health. 23. Tomato juice was discovered to have cardioprotective properties in another study by the University of Connecticut, which were unrelated to lycopene in any way. The revelation was made for the first time. Tomatoes are one of the foods crucial for heart health, even though the results disagree with what we have learned about lycopene thus far. 24. Men with high blood lycopene levels were shown to be 55% less likely to get heart disease, according to another study that was reported in a paper by Tufts University. Even after taking into account additional variables including age, BMI, LDL cholesterol, blood pressure, and smoking, the results remained similar. 25. Because lycopene is fat-soluble, it is advised to take it with a little fat in order to maximize absorption by the body. Additionally, tomatoes that have been allowed to ripen on the vine have more lycopene than tomatoes that have been allowed to ripen off the vine. So choose your tomatoes carefully. 7. Tomatoes reduce the negative effects of smoke. Smoking increases the body's generation of free radicals, which vitamin C can effectively combat. Because of this, tomatoes are excellent for smokers. In this regard, cancer and heart disease can be brought on by low vitamin C levels. The National Institutes of Health state that if non-smokers require 90 mg and 75 mg of vitamin C daily, respectively, smokers require 35 mg. Vitamin C content in 100 grams of raw tomatoes is approximately 13.7 mg. 26. You need more vitamin C if you smoke while pregnant, which is something that shouldn't happen in the first place. 27. To learn more, consult your physician. According to a Cornell University study, the lycopene in tomatoes can remove up to 90% of the body's free radicals. 28. 8. Tomatoes aid with eye health. One reason tomatoes are so good for your eyes is that they are high in vitamin A. Your eye's retinas depend on vitamin A, and chronically low levels of the vitamin can result in blindness. Tomatoes' lycopene prevents free radical damage, which would otherwise harm your eyes. According to a 2011 study, age-related macular degeneration was less likely in persons with higher lycopene levels. Additionally, lycopene shields the eyes from sun damage. Vitamin C and copper are two more tomato elements that are good for the eyes. While the latter aids in the production of melanin, the vital black pigment in the eyes, the former may help prevent age-related cataracts. It's important to discuss lutein in tomatoes as well. It is a carotenoid-containing phytochemical that supports healthy vision. 29. When consumed, the beta-carotene in tomatoes is transformed into retinol, a substance necessary for healthy vision. 29. A short tip: choose canned tomatoes when choosing tomatoes throughout the cooler months. Diced tomatoes, tomato juice, tomato paste, and whole peeled tomatoes all fall under this category. Since it is winter, canned tomatoes may be more affordable while also being higher in nutrient content. When purchasing canned tomatoes, choose the sodium light version. 9. Tomatoes improve digestion. Chloride, a vital component of the digestive juices, can be found in tomatoes in good amounts. 30. Another study discusses the effectiveness of tomato lycopene in preventing stomach cancer. 31. Additionally, encouraging intestinal health is the fiber in tomatoes, which provides 2 grams of soluble and insoluble fiber per 100 grams of tomatoes. Consuming foods high in antioxidants, such as tomatoes, can also help you manage gastritis, a condition in which the lining of the stomach becomes irritated. 32. 10. Tomatoes aid with diabetes management. Tomatoes are a crucial component of the diet for diabetics, according to the American Diabetes Association. This is due to the fact that they are abundant in iron and vitamins C and E, both of which reduce the symptoms of diabetes. 33. Additionally, tomatoes have a low glycemic index, which is advantageous for diabetics because it indicates how quickly a food can raise blood sugar levels. An Indian study found that giving people with diabetes mellitus tomatoes on a regular basis had positive results. Although more investigation is necessary in this area, the results are encouraging. 34. An Iranian study found that type 2 diabetes patients' blood pressure levels improved when they consumed 200 grams of raw tomatoes each day. 35. Along with other substances, lycopene from tomatoes was discovered to have an advantageous impact on diabetic patients' oxidative stress. 36. 11. Tomatoes might reduce the risk of urinary stone formation. Another Turkish study suggests that drinking fresh tomato juice may assist to avoid the development of urinary stones. 37.